Disclaimer: some of the clips you are about to see show violence towards humanoid beings and cartoonish characters. You have been warned. I'm going to talk about my passion for video games. My definition of a video game is a game played electronically manipulating images produced by a computer program on a television screen or other display screen. This passion began with my silver Nintendo DS with Need for Speed and LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. From there, it trained my hand-eye coordination and my game sense, the ability to understand the game, predict certain events, and position myself optimally. This activity has a huge time cost associated with it, to the point where even I have spent hundreds of hours in one game alone. The amount of money needed to enter this hobby is not particularly high, but it can go to extreme amounts, with custom computer systems and the constant purchasing of AAA titles as they are released. Video games are a way to escape and enter another world and community. Some games have very impressive communities where it is easy to find new people to play with and make friends. Video games allow me to forget about the world around me and just let me relax and have fun. Now I will go over some games that are very memorable to me because of their story, comedy, level design, sense of community, and memories made while playing them. Minecraft, a game that carries nostalgia for many people. I can still remember starting a new world, breaking down a tree to then start mining as soon as possible, getting an inventory too full to carry every item, and getting forced to settle down in one spot and make a little house, to then dump everything and go back out exploring. Even in modern day Minecraft, I do the exact same thing when starting a new world. Even though the game has added countless new things to do, I still find myself doing what 12-year-old me would do in the beginning of a game. The Borderlands series, a game where you are the alleged bandit fighting against Handsome Jack and his overall plan to become the most powerful being in the universe. In this game, I spent many hours playing the story on repeat to make my characters grow stronger and get cooler loot. And after countless playthroughs of the same story, it was still fun because you get to pick up on jokes that you missed in the last playthrough, and have new attempts at battles with updated weapons and skills. The Destiny series, a game with a soft spot in my heart. A game with a complex story with many layers of lore attached, with gameplay that reeled me back in every day, with teamwork that would create friends through a shared interest of just playing the game and leveling up, with a large community that would be willing to talk to strangers and make a new group to beat a raid level together. Sometimes that temporary group would turn into a friend group that would do almost everything together. I would play almost every day with these friends, maybe a little too much. Here, let me give you a reference. I played player v player modes, which are a complete side activity with little incentive attached, for equivalent of roughly 7D playthroughs of a Call of Duty story mode. I'll let you do the math there. That was just the first game of the series as well. This game series is very special to me, and I could make a whole video on this game alone. Monster Hunter Worlds. Monster Hunter was a game that I purchased on a whim because my Destiny friends were getting it and they wanted me to play with them, so I got it. But after playing it with them and learning the basics, I really grew to love this game. The level design, the monster designs, the complexity of the gear system all made this a fantastic game I wish to experience again. But the memories with friends along the way is what made this game stick to me. I received Division 2 for free when I built my computer, and it was the only good game I had for a while, and playing it reminded me of playing the original game on console with my Destiny friends. The plot of both games is that a virus has taken over the nation and has caused mass chaos, dividing America into groups fighting for power and survival. And you are the agents recruited by the US to destroy these bandit groups and regain control of the country. These games have a fantastic story where I put many hours in alone and with friends. It's just a good game to experience. GTA is pretty self-explanatory, and most of you have seen this game in some form. I began playing in the summer of Corona along with my friends. This game is a big sandbox, a game to do what you want no matter how crazy it is. Driving fast, breaking into government agencies, and the even more absurd things.
Oh, this might stop.
Doing this with friends is the icing on the cake. A game where you can play the planned story missions, or just run around the map doing whatever.
Front flip.
Genshin Impact is a fairly recent game that was released in late September of 2020. I found it 2 weeks after its launch and played the daylights out of it. The game is comparable to Zelda Breath of the Wild in the sense that you can run around a beautifully crafted world, finding loot and random bands of enemies. The scenery is amazing, with a beautiful soundtrack to accompany it. It has a similar but more simple version of Monster Hunter's gear system, which made me want to play this game. The story follows one sibling who is trying to find their brother/sister, and in turn finds other characters to help and save from the evil army that holds this lost sibling. More story and characters are added in each update, which draws out the story and allows for creativity and player input. Video games will always be a way for me to break away from reality for a little bit of time. And some of these games make a deeper connection with me than the developer intended. This is my passion, and maybe one day I could end up being part of that process to give the same experience I had to a new generation.